Hey guys, welcome back to The Last Door. It's a TJ, your gamer girl, signing on. So, in the last episode, we finished up episode 3, The Four Witnesses. We are now going to begin the final episode of season 1, Ancient Shadows. Previously, on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, David finds himself in a cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nickel Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket to a show called The Four Witnesses. David walks through the misty streets, following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, David finally meets Alexandre, a member of the secret group David and his friends had at school. Alexandre welcomes David and speaks of an entity called the Bird that had been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. I've made my mind. I'm ready. Go on. Do it. Do it! Do it! What did he do, though? Can you see all the stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long distant eras? Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world, as if it were the curtain of a theater. The veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place, David, a place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it, and we will walk together beyond the mist. This is kind of a bad thing? I suppose you're wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it, your letter was truly mysterious. I have been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes. The tragic event has been the continued object of speculation, and I just kicked my chair. And grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God! Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. David was attacked but survived. What happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by David in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to David that he had done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. David was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was David doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We can assume that David was investigating something. He believed he'd found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect you did not find Mr. DeWitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr de Witt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. The morphine? Or was that what hid the weird shit that they... I'm sure this is the place. Alexandre's house must be just ahead. And you're gonna go through with this? DeWitt? DeWitt? DeWitt is a different character. There's a large iron bar latching the door. I'll take it off. It's quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. I can't see shit! We need light. Okay, so I'm not supposed to go in there yet. It's latched. I can't open it from this side. No one's answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend to come to visit. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my intrusion. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Silhouette of a man. Bears a strong resemblance to Alexander. Silhouette of a woman. Is that all? Alexander! Alexander, it's me, David. I'm sorry if I startled you. Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not quite heard my question at all. What's going on? You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what is happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I'd heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in the house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he's unresponsive. Alexander, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. Just what happened to him? Misty Donko looks at... Let's look around. This cuckoo clock is covered with dust. Seems to be missing an important piece. The bird. It has. Okay, so that's gonna be something important at some point. There's a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives, craving to tear through. This is xylazol, the curtain behind which the great wings beat. Inside, its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left. Okay. Oh, what's this? The table holds nothing but a box with the inscription Laudanum, to be taken in case of anxiety. It's empty. I have a feeling you decided to, take some. Huge chest made of oak wood. There's a large iron hook inside. I'll take this hook. There was a fragment of a diary under the hook. August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures. I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it is not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, their frozen paroxysms. The Sims 4. I don't know how to pronounce that. Paroxysms? That's all I can think of. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back to the life they had never had. I might place them outdoors, in the greenhouse, and let the mold devour them, and wasps make their nests in their hollow hearts. Okay, it's official. Everybody in this group has just gone absolutely insane. Camera tripod. Picture hanging from a cord. It looks like some kind of red tinted glass cover used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered to the floor. And there is the lamp itself. The lamp is hanging from the ceiling. The bulb casts an intense white light. If I take it now, it'll be total darkness in here. I need to find another light source first. Okay. The glass jar containing a yellow substance. The label reads cyanide. Why are we taking cyanide? It is a big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked and some articles are underlined. Collodion of photography. Collodion is a vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached. Some, supposing that to its particular composition, belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of vitriol spirit solution, and then only adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess chemicals. Causes of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. Okay, so that's important. That's extremely important. That is extremely important to the point where I'm going to write it down so I don't screw it up. We're getting the paper and pen back out after so long, because the last time I did this was, I believe, Silent Hill, when I was writing out all those puzzles. Let me bring that back up. Okay, pouring upon a plate. Pour 1 ounce of vitriol spirit solution Then add 5 or 6 drops of cyanide acid. Then thoroughly wash plate. In water. Okay. I've got that. Because that definitely is very important. Wearing rat masks that's creepy. Okay, so we have the cyanide. We just need to find out where the vitriol is. A large envelope of black felt covered in dust and ashes. It is labeled with a warning, do not open under white light. This must be what we have to use it all for. It's a letter. Dear Alexandre, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There's no doubt that sometimes mere contemplation takes the mind to places that otherwise it would have never visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marveling at... I'm going to put this over here to drag the keyboard back out, just in case. Leafing through the grimoire and marveling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany. A radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I'll write to you immediately, which is probably that envelope we got from the fireplace. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Vidite neki skiat. It's one of the members of the... seems to be an invoice. May this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock. Mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. Is that's gotta be important too. Cuckoo clock. 6 p.m. There we go. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. I don't think there's going to be any kind of preservation of anyone's mind after all of this. Okay, well, let's head back to Alexandre's room and see if we can screw with the clock. Because we have to make sure 12:06. Or do we need the bird, don't we? Because it said it was missing. Right, let's head downstairs. I was about to investigate this room here before... It could be Pevensey Castle, but in the painting the garrison is not in ruins. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. Strange. An oil lamp. Perfect. Some old bottles. And we are now outside. Let's unlock this. Go back upstairs. Take the lamp from the photography room. Because now we have an alternate source. Basin with a copper drain. Okay. Now that we have a light source, we can go into what I'm assuming might be the greenhouse in that diary we read when we picked up the hook. We're actually kind of blasting through this one. I hope. Cross your fingers. Don't jinx anything. My question is why you were walking around in the dark. You usually say, no, I don't want to. This pain looks as if it has been broken from the inside. Bummer. Good lord. A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. A jar of vitriol oil. Must be careful, it's a powerful acid. And that's the other thing we need. Okay. We've technically got, don't make noises. I'm gonna expect a weeping angel thing. There we go. So the door is locked. I need a key to open it. Oh, damn it. What's this? An ancient stone well. A rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. The rope is broken. I'll keep this end. Oh shit! Bucket is dropped to the bottom. It looks like someone was buried here. Who? I can't dig with my bare hand. You want the hook? No? Okay, are we now stuck? Wait, back out there. Are... Haha, I did forget something. Excuse me, sorry. It's a diary. This is the last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. October 12th, 1887. It's been a while, since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupre has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which, it seems, he shall not return any time soon. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure all the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? October 13th, 1887. The clockmaker just left. He has done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupre is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. This looks like the diary of a member of Alexandre's household. What happened to them? Patchy with spices and ingredients. There's definitely something to do with that clock. Because I have everything else. It's a well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. One of the hands is missing? Oh, did I mean, obviously I probably missed something. I always miss something. But what? What am I missing this time? No. It definitely has to do with the cuckoo clock. Oh crap. It always sucks when I feel like I missed something. Okay. That's the diary. That's the bus. There's nothing else in here. Did I miss something in here? Camera tripod. Copper train. Remove the bulb from the lamp. Tinted glass. Cover the floor. Rat masks. Important paper. Instrument. Don't know how to use. What am I missing? What am I missing this time, actually? I can't dig with my bare hands, but I can't find a shovel. Am I supposed to go back where I came in? Is there something I missed there? I mean, there's always a possibility. I am notorious for missing stuff. All the time. Aha! It is now lit up. Old ruins delayed by the path. They seem to be Roman in style. Hello? Oh, it's a dog! No, it's a deer. I thought it looked like a dog. I was thinking the Doberman song. I was thinking the Dobermans. The corpse of a deer. Its abdomen is torn open. It looks recently dead. Hook it? No? Tie it up? No? Burn it with cyanide? Okay. What was the point? There has to be a point. That can't be all. That? No? That? Why are we Good to know! Are we supposed to... Ah! Ahaha! Ha ha ha! And I finally realized you just gotta do random shit until you get an idea. So now we have something of a grappling hook. Or something to bring the bucket back up, that too. Within the mud and dirt there was a bucket and there was a small bird of brass. The cuckoo clock bird. Ooh. We're starting to get somewhere again. That's the smallest amount of time I've been utterly confused. And I have not had to Google anything this time. I've been able to figure this shit out on my own. We have... Yeah. The bird fits perfectly. That can't have been all, can it? Okay, well, we've been going on for a while. I was hoping I would be able to blast through this since I was doing so good. But the clocks are synchronized, and the grandfather clock downstairs doesn't have one of its hands. So, we'll continue this next time. Till then, this is the Game Girl, signing off. Bye-bye.